Welcome to this week's edition of Women's Health Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. New research from the National University of Singapore reveals that muscle strength and fat distribution in midlife women can predict serious health outcomes. Women with low muscle strength and high visceral fat were found to have a 2.63 times higher risk of developing diabetes. Additionally, a blood biomarker known as the CCR ratio may serve as an early warning signal for physical decline and sarcopenia. Experts emphasize shifting focus toward building muscle, not just losing weight, to promote healthy aging. In Europe, a breakthrough in non-hormonal contraception has arrived. The Mini Lab by Inne, a saliva-based device that tracks progesterone, has been approved as a medical contraceptive. With 100% effectiveness, under perfect use conditions, it offers a non-invasive, hormone-free alternative to traditional birth control. The American Academy of Pediatrics is calling for confidential and equitable contraceptive care tailored to teenagers. Updated guidance urges pediatricians to provide full access to all contraceptive methods while safeguarding adolescent privacy. The recommendations include using telehealth services, school-based care, and pharmacy-prescribed options to expand access and reduce unplanned pregnancies. UK health regulators are warning about the risks of combining GLP-1 weight loss drugs such as Mounjaro with oral contraceptives. The Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency highlights a lack of pregnancy safety data and evidence that these drugs may reduce contraceptive pill effectiveness. Non-oral methods are advised, and the public is urged to avoid unregulated drug sources that lack professional oversight. A genetic study published in contemporary Obgyn has linked endometriosis to several autoimmune diseases. Women with endometriosis face elevated risks of developing rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and coeliac disease. Researchers suggest that shared genetic pathways may be responsible and advise clinicians to monitor for overlapping immune-related conditions in affected patients. In a milestone approval, the FDA has authorized Yeztugo, a long-acting HIV prevention shot from Gilead Sciences. Also known as lenacapavir, the injection is administered only twice a year and has demonstrated over 99.9% efficacy in clinical trials. Gilead aims to ensure broad access, particularly in underrepresented communities. The World Health Organization has issued its first ever global guidelines for pregnancy care in patients with sickle cell disease. Women with SCD are 4 to 11 times more likely to experience maternal mortality, while their babies are at higher risk of complications. The WHO's new framework includes more than 20 evidence-based recommendations focused on respectful and personalized care, especially in low and middle-income countries. In mental health news, Compass Pathways' psilocybin-based treatment for depression has reached its Phase 3 target. The drug, COMP360, met clinical and statistical thresholds for effectiveness in treatment-resistant depression. However, despite the promising results, the company's stock fell by 36%, with investors reportedly awaiting longer-term safety and durability data. In a bold move to accelerate women-led healthcare innovation, Serena Williams has partnered with Reckitt Catalyst to back 200 female-led health startups by 2030. The initiative includes a £10 million fund and aims to reach 5 million people across over 12 countries. Williams will serve as entrepreneur in residence, mentoring startup founders addressing hygiene and healthcare access gaps. Lastly, controversy surrounds the U.S. Centers for Disease Control under new leadership by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. RFK Jr. has dismissed the entire vaccine advisory board and halted the scheduled HPV vaccine review. He has also added thimerosal-containing flu vaccines to the agenda, prompting concern among scientists about political interference and rising vaccine hesitancy driven by misinformation. Stay ahead in women's health research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com.